Hello, hello. Hey, hey, people. Seth here. Just kidding. It's Thomas Sadro. Uh, well, I mean, it's hold on. It's LOK Dev. I think that's what I called my channel name. Kind of a nonsense name. Well, it's not super nonsense. It's like Legends of Kyrothia and then Dev, short for developer. Yeah. Hold on a sec. I should have prepared this ahead of time. Okay. Get started for real. Okay, scenes, levels, deepwoods.tscn. Here it is. And here's that gorge that is designed to be basically a void out. You touch it, you die, and then you respawn. All right, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start working on the bridge that takes you from here to here to here and then to here. Shouldn't be too hard. I think I made all the parts that I need yesterday, so I'm going to start getting to work on that like right now. Imports, meshes, world objects, new folder. Why is that there? Must have built it. Must put it there by accident. Oh, I must have never exported it. Okay, never mind. I have to open Blender again. Yeah, I think all the parts I need are pretty much ready. I just have to actually export this little thing. Forest bridge parts. Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure that I'm not damaging the level beyond repair, because this was originally a file from, or a source file that was for another level. I just deleted them all from the scene collection because I believe that I actually have them in a different file, so deleting them isn't a problem. How do I rename this? Oh. There it is. Forest bridge parts. Scale is perfect. That's pretty close. I'm actually impressed by how close this is to the cliff edge. But fortunately, it's not quite long enough, so I'm going to have to extend it out a bit. Should be easy to do. All I have to do is scale it slightly. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, I can't use this yet. There's a thing that I need to do that I completely forgot about. So this mesh is infinitely thin. And while this may not be a problem most of the time, it is a problem currently because it's hard to explain, but it's like this is meant this rope bridge and also actually the actual boards, they're meant to be viewed from both the top and the bottom, but the problem is that it only takes lighting information for one side, and like so if I like to shine a light source from the top of it and onto the bridge, it's going to appear light on both the top and the bottom. It's displayed correctly in Blender right now, but I'm pretty sure that if I import this into, hold on. No, I shouldn't have done. Okay, let's see if I can demonstrate what I mean. I'm going to. I could be wrong about this. It could be. So let's take an Omni light. Yeah, see. So you can see both the top and the bottom of this bridge are lit as if they were, as if the light source, this thing right here, this light, increase the range and increase the energy just to make it more obvious. Okay, so you can see over here it's lit. And over here it's lit. And over here it isn't lit by the light. This is a problem. I don't want it to be lit on the bottom. I want it to be lit on top and dark on the bottom, or like the same brightness as this part, which is lit correctly. The reason it's like this is because, like I said before, it only gets lighting information for the top, and then it uses that for all of the pixels, even on the back face. So the way that I'm going to fix this is I'm going to take this bridge and I'm going to add a thickness modifier. I think that's what it's called. See how that, or solidify. Yeah, it's solidify. So now there's actually two layers, front and a back. And that is on both the rope. It actually adds like a little bit of thickness, or apparent thickness to it, to not only the top, but also to the bottom. Now I think that if I was to export this as is, it would pretty much instantly fix the problem. Okay, so this is clearly still using the old version of the model, I think. Yeah, using the old version of the model, so I need to let's take this to that and do this. There we go. So now it is lit correctly. The parts that are pointing away from the light are dark, and the parts that are pointing towards the light are lit. Just like you would expect it to in real life. So let's delete the light and delete the old version of the forest bridge parts. Let's make it local. And we gotta do the collision stuff again. Oh wait, I still have to do that for this rope here. So this rope still has that problem. And what that means is that I'm actually gonna have to so the problem right now is that if I add actually no, it might still work. It might still work. Let's do oh yeah, it's fine. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, it's not fine. It adds 2 layers to both the parts that are already solid and the parts that actually need to be solidified. Okay, let's see if there's some settings that I can add to manipulate this. Oh, vertex group, vertex group. Okay, so I should be able to selectively apply this if I set up the vertex groups. All right, so let's select these and this. I'm just figuring out this out as I go along, by the way, in case you're wondering if this is like a sort of tutorial. It's not. Nope. But I am somewhat familiar with how Blender works. So I think I should be able to get by on what limited knowledge I have. So now okay, so this is removed, and yeah, the rope has extra thickness added to it. That's good. That's what we want. Okay, it's all good. GLTF, export GLTF2. And I gotta delete this stuff again because it was using the old version of the mesh, which is not what we want. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the materials to what they should be, because currently they're using a built-in spatial material, which is not what we want. We want a special shader material that I found that does this 3-point bilinear filtering effect. Basically trying to copy what the N64 does. Excuse me while I go and find those materials. They have exactly the same textures, so I should be able to find them just as soon as I see them. Building, cloth, dirt, grass, house, metal, nature, plaster, wood. wood planks 1 dot tres tres. There we go. Kind of changed a little bit. That's what we want. So first one is plank bridge. I think it's in building. Yep, plank bridge dot tres. And then we do the same thing for the rope. It's not in their building apparently. Cloth, no. I forget where I put it. House? No. Nature? No, I mean, that's not nature. Some of these are not. Some of these are not in the folder where they probably should be. Special stone tile. Huh. All right, then I guess I have to. Okay, this is where it is. And there it is. All right. Now that the materials and collision are all set up, let's actually build this out. So I think we need another bridge connector over here. Oh, apparently it's not centered. Oh well. No biggie. Ooh. It's a little weird looking. The wrong thing. Hey, perfect. Or almost perfect, I think. Is it perfect? Actually, it lines up pretty much 1-to-1. Wow. Here, I thought I'd have to make some adjustments. Oh, that is not ideal. Okay. Actually, I'm wondering if I should... it only has stairs coming onto it from the sides. I'm sure it'll be fine. Surely it'll be fine. It is way too short. You know what? This is an opportunity. I can either be lazy and just stretch it, but that would look ugly. I could make a longer version of this in Blender. That could look better. Or I can do like a suspension thing where I kind of have two of these bridge parts and then imply that there's something holding it up in the middle, like with ropes. That could look really cool, actually. I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah, let's do something like that. I'm gonna take this tree, shift it over a tiny bit. Yeah. I'm gonna take this and shift it over a tiny bit. I'm gonna take this tree and shift it over a tiny bit. Hmm. Please excuse me while I think about how to approach this. Because this is kind of a problem-solving situation for me right now. Hmm. So I like this. But now I kind of want to make a version of this where this is like connected directly to the platform. So I'm going to take this and, oh, actually, let's set the origin to the let's set the origin to the geometry. And then okay. Actually, that was a better spot before. Okay, anyways, let's grab this and shift it over there. Just put it somewhere else. I'm not sure if I want it like this or like this. I think both look pretty good. Okay. So we have bridge connector and bridge connector 2. Let's rename it bridge platform connector and bridge platform connector 2. Hmm. Again, please forgive me while I think about this for a moment. So now I want to find a way to make this look kind of like it's hanging from something. Bridge suspension. So I could have this. I could have this such that it just goes up forever and you can't see the top. Or I can do something like this and then like that. with the implication that it's like hanging from the tree or connected to the tree. Okay, I have to set the UVs for this now. At least I should set them up. Wrong material. And I'm just realizing I can delete these and use a mirror. Is the wrong axis. Here we go. a good way to like have this turn, like go from here to there. And what I could do is I could just merge this to that. Yeah, actually, I think that looks fine. It's a little bit warped in weird spots, but hey, the player's not going to look at that. And even if they do, they're probably not going to care. Yeah, doesn't look great. The problem is the bottom of the texture doesn't loop into the top, like it just kind of ends here. So I can't just have it like that over there. I can have it kind of mirrored like that. Yeah, there we go. I just have to adjust some things. You know what? Let's. Oh, that was a. Oops, that was a mistake. Oh, but wait, I wanted this to like next to because this is going to be like it's not just one. It's gonna be shaped kind of like a Y because it's gonna be one over here for that tree and then one over there for that tree. I'm going to do one more thing. It dawned on the reason I made this board is because it dawned on me that there's nothing like pushing these two ropes apart. I kind of wanted it to stretch out like a V, like that. Then there's like nothing pulling it that way. I'd have to. Yeah, this board is just there to justify why the ropes are being pushed apart like a V. The alternative would have been to have the ropes kind of go converge like an A, but then I'd have to have like it ignore a collision or something with the player because I don't want the player to like have to like duck underneath them. That would just look kind of weird. Let's go like that. I'm not sure how to set up the origin for this. I'm just going to leave it like where it is. Okay. Okay, just making sure that this has the solidify on it. It does, by the way. So that's not a problem. Did this get exported? Yes, it did. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I like that. But this isn't going to be over here. It's just going to be over there. Let's see. So, does this need collision? I'm not actually sure. The thing is, I kind of doubt the player's going to be able to touch it. I'm thinking of just not having collision for it. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Oh, I actually love this. This is amazing. I've outdone myself. Only I could make it sway. I mean, I'm sure that's possible, but yeah, I feel like it's a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. Ooh, uh-oh. The rope doesn't quite touch the tree. Oh well, the player is never going to see that. Yeah, you can't even see it from down there. Like where it connects to the tree. I mean, no, you can't. You can't. There's no way the player's going to see that. Oh, it looks cool from over here, too. Oh, man. Okay, now you have to connect it from here to there. How do we do that? With one of these. If you're wondering how I'm get, it to snap like that, it's because I'm holding down control. It kind of constrains it to a grid. I release. Oh, yeah. So if I press and hold control, and I let go of control, but it still has it on the grid. You can see on the bottom left, the corner over here, so it's translating -2, -1, 0, -2. And if I move it around, it kind of, you can see that it's like constraining it to the to full digit or full size or full integers. I should be able to connect it from there to there. I'm definitely going to have to make this a little bit crooked. I think. This isn't looking very good. Yeah, I'm not super happy with the way this is looking right now. Okay, you know what? It's getting a little bit late. I've been doing this for an hour. I usually only do this for an hour, so I'm gonna stick to that. So I'll figure this out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I think it looks I think it looks amazing. I wasn't expecting myself to. This is all just improvisation. I just imagine like standing over here, looking down. I guess now that I definitely have to fix this cliff side though, because I don't like the way that it switches from one texture to another texture. Just look at that. I should have some sort of transitional texture, kind of like that. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment or just general feedback. Leave a comment. I'm definitely open to ideas for just design of like levels. I think I'm going to have to also find ways to add landmarks to this level, because right now it's a little bit samey all the way through, I think it would be good to have. It's kind of divided into it's like a bunch of pathways or narrow passages with the little, I guess, bulbs. So I should call this. If you think about this as a bulb, it should have like, I think it should have some kind of, maybe over here, some kind of landmark where the player sees it and they're like, oh, that's where I am. That means if I want to go to this location, then I go that way. I think I have like another thing over here. And I think I mentioned I should extend that over upwards, and then have it be like a loading zone that takes you back to the beginning. Sort of like a trick passageway, like in the Lost Woods and Ocarina of Time. Or I could just get rid of it and not have that. It might just confuse the player, and the player might not pick up on the idea that it's supposed to be a false passage, like a false exit, and might think. Yeah, I don't want the player to get like too confused playing the game. But having been designing this for a while, I think I've got a pretty good handle on how to get from point A to point B. All right. I'll see you perhaps tomorrow. Wait, no. Actually, no. Tomorrow, I will not be able to stream for sure because I have a family thing, like a family gathering, that kind of thing. And I usually stream at about 5 p.m. in my time zone. And then I finish up at 6 p.m. in my time zone. But I know for sure that at around 5 p.m. I'm not going to be home. So I'm not going to be able to do this tomorrow. Perhaps on Monday. Yeah, Monday for sure I'll be able to stream again. All right, later guys. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.